Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Now this morning we have come to find the final resting place of Mr. George Victor Bishop. You may know him better as Ed Bishop, an American actor who did amazing work really. Sadly he didn't get the recognition that I think he deserved in life. He should have got more recognition, maybe some more work as a leading man as well, but I'll tell you all about him real soon. Now today we are in a very wet and windy Midlands. Can't remember which part of the Midlands. I'm just outside. I'm about half an hour up the road from Stratford upon Avon. I'll put it on the screen, but I can't remember where. I go to so many places. I see so many road signs. It's been mad. And I've had one of those mornings already, guys and girls. I've been up since early o'clock, and now I've battled all the elements and my brain's gone to fog because I'm just getting tired. Anyway, if you like the video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost you a thing. And of course, leave your comments down below as well. Mr. Slow Lorry Driver making a noise as he goes past. What we'll do is I'll start to tell you a little bit more about Ed Bishop real soon, and we'll go and make our way to the church and we're going to find his final resting place. What a beautiful day. Good old England. For those of you that have come from overseas that watch the channel, yeah, this is it. 80% of the time I'd say. This is what you get. A good old Blighty. There you go. Let's carry on, shall we? George Victor Bishop, 11th of June 1932 to the 8th of June 2005. Known professionally as Ed Bishop, or sometimes Edward Bishop, was an American actor predominantly based in the UK. He was known for playing Commander Ed Straker in UFO, Captain Blue and Captain Scarlet in the Mysterons, and for voicing Philip Marlowe in a series of BBC radio adaptations of Marlowe novels by Raymond Chandler. George Victor Bishop was born on 11th of June 1932, the son of Manhattan banker in Brooklyn, New York. He attended Peaks Hill High School before a brief spell as a teacher training college. Bishop served in the United States Army as a disc jockey with the Armed Forces Radio at St John's in Newfoundland, where he was introduced to acting with the St John's Players. After leaving the Army, Bishop enrolled at Boston University, where he initially studied business administration, but halfway through the course transferred to drama, much against parents' wishes. After graduating in theatre arts, he won a Fulbright scholarship to study for 2 years at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, from which he graduated in 1959. He almost immediately found work in the British theatre and film industries. He adopted the stage name Ed Bishop at this time to distinguish himself from George Bishop, an established actor at the time. Bishop made his film acting debut as an ambulance driver in Stanley Kubrick's 1962 movie Lolita. He played an American astronaut going to the moon in the film The Mouse on the Moon 1963, and also appeared in the Bedford Incident 1965, The Battle Beneath the Earth 1967. In 1966, Bishop appeared in The Saint, Series 5, Episode 8, The Man Who Liked Lions, played Tony Allard, a reporter friend of Simon Templar's, who was murdered after a few lines. He also had a small speaking role in James Bond films You Only Live Twice, 1967, and Diamonds Are Forever, 1971, but was not included in the film credits for either. He appeared in a second Kubrick film, 2001: A Space Oddity, in 1968, in which he played captain of the Ares 1B moon shuttle. The role initially featured dialogue, but this was later cut from the scenes. Bishop appeared in various film and television projects created by producer Gerry Andersons. He provided narration in addition to the voice of Captain Blue for Andersons' Supermarionation puppet series Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons 1967, and appeared in Andersons' science film Doppelganger 1969. His most prominent scene role was that of Ed Straker in Andersons' science fiction series UFO 1970-1971. Bishop's dark hair was initially dyed blonde for the role, though he eventually wore a blonde wig instead. In later years he appeared in films such as Twilight's Last Gleaming, Saturn III, Silver Dream Racer and The Lords of Discipline. He provided vocal work for the 1974 animated TV series of Star Trek and appeared as a Lieutenant Colonel Harity in the final episode of the British World War II prisoner of war drama Colditz. In the 1980s he made several appearances in the Kenny Everett television show Whoops Apocalypse. He also appeared in a subsequent film and had a role in the children's television series Chocky's Children. Now, of course, you know it's the law. We have to go into these places, don't we? And see if we can get in the church. It's a quiet place in the middle of nowhere, so hopefully it's open. Let's have a look, shall we? Oops. Noisy. Oh. Lovely church. Let's go up to the main front bit. It's good that we've started to get in a few more churches again lately. And I know that you viewers, you like to see inside them, because we see the beauty from outside, but we don't always get to see the inside, do we? It's lovely, a beautiful carpet, very regal. Let's have a little look around, shall we? Be nosy. I guess this is where the kids area is. All the toys. Lovely windows. Kitchen area. There's always a behind the scenes room, isn't there? Wherever you go in someone's house or... Hey, like a drowned rat. I love coming to these old churches. Usually because there's no one in them. Oh, we signed the book. Should we sign the book? Sign the book. Here we go. I haven't got my glasses on. Let's write in there. Beautiful church from Paul and friends, because that's all you guys as well. There we go. Sorry it's a bit messy, but I've got a camera in my hand. So there we go, we got into a church. Again, we're getting good at this, aren't we? We should go to more places out in the open where the churches are a little bit more trustworthy, shall we say. Let's get out of here. Always important, and I'm a great believer in this, in leaving things as you find them. Okay, so if you go in there and it's closed, close it on the way out. It's that simple. Right, let's carry on now, shall we? And tell you all about Ed Bishop. Ed Bishop is one of the most talented people I've ever worked with, and my only sadness was that he didn't go on to become an international star. I would have loved him to perhaps have even been James Bond. Gerry Andersons, Mr. Thunderbird, the Gerry Andersons story, 2000 TV movie. On radio in 1977 and 1978, Bishop played the private eye Philip Marlowe in the BBC Presents Philip Marlowe adaptations of Raymond Chandler's stories for the BBC. The last of these, Farewell My Lovely, was produced almost a decade after the others, as the rights had previously been unavailable. He continued to act on film, TV and radio, usually in British and European productions, and was a frequent guest in science fiction conventions. He and fellow Andersons actor Shane Rimmer, a Canadian actor who often worked in the UK, joked about how frequently their professional paths crossed and termed themselves as rent-a-yank. They appeared together as NASA operatives in the opening of UFO twice, and as the United States Navy sailors in the Bedford incident, as well as the 1983 film of the Harold Robbins novel, The Lonely Lady. In 1989, Bishop was reunited with Rimmer and another Anderson actor, Matt Zimmerman, in the BBC Radio 4 adaptation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's A Study in Scarlet. He and Rimmer also toured together in theatre shows including Death of a Salesman in the 1990s, and they both appeared in the BBC drama documentary Hiroshima 2005. And one of Bishop's last TV projects, Bishop briefly reprised the role of Captain Blue in the trailer for the new Captain Scarlet series. He did not, however, reprise that role for the actual series, which would not debut until 5 years later. In 2002, he recorded a commentary for the DVD release of UFO. In 2003, he performed in the Doctor Who audio drama Full Fathom 5, produced by Big Finish Productions. Bishop was politically active, participating in the March 2003 UK protest against the Iraq War. Bishop had already shown his disapproval of the military industry complex when in 1993 he gate crashed an arms trade fair held in Aldershot, Hampshire, whilst dressed to resemble Augusto Pinochet. During the Aldershot protests, he met photographer Jane Skinner, who later became his third wife. Bishop died on the 8th of June 2005 at the age of 72, 3 days before his 73rd birthday and 5 days after the death of his UFO co-star Michael Billington. He succumbed to a chest infection contracted while treatment for leukemia. He is buried in the churchyard of the parish church of St Lawrence in Knapton, Warwickshire, having previously lived there for many years. His grey sandstone tombstone has a peace symbol prominently engraved on it. Its design is very similar to the one situated 2 metres 6 feet on the right, which marks the grave of his son Daniel, 16th of May 1967 to the 18th of January 1988, who was killed in a car accident in Cumbria. His life and work were honoured at the British Academy Television Awards in May 2006. He was survived by his widow, by 3 daughters from his second marriage, Georgina, Jessica and Serena. So there's all the information there on George Victor Bishop, and what an amazing person he was. And let me just wipe the lens off. You don't want to see water on the lens, do you? And what an amazing man he was, Ed Bishop, as he was known professionally, and of course sadly buried near his son, who tragically lost his life in an accident. Anyway, we've been having a good look around, and you know what? I think I found it. Here we go. George Victor Bishop, Ed, 11th June 1932 to the 8th of June 2005. An American actor resting close to his beloved son Daniel. From this valley they say you are going. We shall miss your bright eyes and your smile. Stand up. There's also a little star there as well. So there we have it, the final resting place of George Victor Bishop, otherwise known as Ed. A tremendous actor. Like I say, I don't think he got the credit he deserves, but you know, he's still done well. He got where he wanted to. So bless you, Ed. Thank you very much. And while we're here, we'll have a look for his son's headstone as well, shall we? You know, let's have a little look. It says it's about 2 or 3 along, but I think it's next to it. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Daniel Bishop. Can't really read it that well. I haven't got my torch on me, everyone, but you may be able to see it at home a little bit better. But there we go. Bless you, Daniel. So there we have it, the final resting place of Ed Bishop from Captain Scarlet, UFO, and all the other wonderful programmes he's been in, and films of course, Bond films, and Gerry Andersons works as well. Thank you for your amazing work, Ed, and keeping us all entertained over the years. That's it from me, from a wet, nasty, I'm dropping my notes on the floor. This is what happens, see, notes, prep work, you got to have it, guys and girls. I know sometimes it feels like I haven't, but I do prep. Yeah, thank you very much as always for watching. If you like the video today, give it a thumbs up. I don't know why I'm still smiling, it's down with rain. I've got a 3-hour drive home, and I just want to get home and chill. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. That deserves to subscribe, surely, because of the weather. Give us a thumbs up and leave your comments down below, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take it easy.